This video is going to articulate how you fill out a time card at Pipe Services. You should be filling out your time card every single day. Time card is located here when you walk in the door. So at the end of the day, you should be visiting the office each day to fill out your time card. If you fail to fill it out every day, what we find is employees that try to wait until later in the week or later in the day almost inevitably fill it out inaccurately. So do your best to fill it out each day. Our office manager is going to walk you through an example of what it would look like to fill out a time card today on the 8th of July.
Okay, so the first thing you want to do, actually, if you start on a Monday, is to put your name in. So I will just put my name in. And then you will do the week ending, which would be 7/11 is the end of the week, 2025. And then the first day is 7/7. And then here is the shop, and that's when you come in the morning and you have your meeting, which is usually 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock is when it ends. So that is 1 hour. And then after you leave, you'll be going onto your job site, and we will say Cottage Grove as an example. You put in Cottage Grove. And then if you're doing sanitary, you are either doing cleaning or TV, we'll just do TV. You will put in the hours that you are there. So 7 o'clock until 4 o'clock. And then you just add in whatever the hours are. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 9 hours. And then at the bottom, you can put 10 hours as total. If you have 2 jobs that you need to go to, what you would do, we'll go on to the next day just to make it clear. So you do your shop time, which is 6 o'clock to 7. And then let's just say you go to Cottage Grove. You do from 7 until noon. And then from noon until 4 o'clock, you will be at a different site, which would be, we'll just put Oak Park. This way you will divide the job sites that you are on during that day. And then over here, you will split the time. And then at the end of the week, you will come down and we'll just say this is all filled out. You'll have 40 hours. If there's any overtime, you put the overtime in here. So we'll say 3 hours of overtime. If there's any PTO, you can put your PTO in here, which is personal time off. If you do have personal time off, that 8 hours will be taken off your overtime because you do not get paid overtime for your personal time off or if there's a holiday. So we will just keep this at 43 hours total for the week.
Excellent. And if you're wondering why the allocation for jobs, it helps us track profitability of jobs. So it's very important that you do annotate where you're working. Any anomalies, just do your best to explain it. And worst case scenario, you can always verbally explain it to Terry on Monday morning. For example, if Sean were to say, hey, I need someone to stay back in the shop and work maintenance on this item, and then come out to the to the job site when you're done, and say you're here in the shop until noon, you would just articulate that in your time card, stating that Sean requested me to do maintenance in the shop, and then you would allocate what time you got to the job site. If you ever have any questions, just pull Sean or Terry aside. Make sure that the time cards are turned in before you leave work the last day of the week, because the first thing Terry does Monday morning is go through these time cards and identify any questions that she may have. Thank you.
It's your reputation, and you've earned the money. So take the time to fill out your card accurately each day. Accurate and timely input helps us to have an accurate payroll and protect company resources, ensuring we pay for time worked.